Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Ryan Geertsma.
And I'm Robin Basselin. Spotlight uses a special English method of broadcasting. It is easier for people to understand no matter where in the world they live.
Today's Spotlight begins with a baby's cry. We are in the city of Anand, in the country of India. An Indian woman has just given birth. But the baby is Japanese. His parents live in the country of Japan. They have traveled a long way to wait for the birth of their baby. The Indian woman who gave birth to their baby is part of a growing business in India. It is the business of commercial surrogacy. Today's spotlight is on commercial surrogacy in India.
A surrogate is a woman who gives birth to someone else's biological child. Sometimes a woman is not able to get pregnant. She is infertile. Surrogates can help women who are infertile have their own biological children. This happens through a process called in vitro fertilization. Using modern technology, a doctor can join a woman's egg with a man's sperm outside of the woman's body. This creates a human embryo, the beginning of a baby. A doctor can then place the embryo into the uterus of any woman who is able to get pregnant. Then, this surrogate can carry and birth the baby for the woman who is infertile. This process is called surrogacy. Often, people will pay surrogates money to have their babies. Paying for a surrogate is called commercial surrogacy.
Today, India has become the world's capital of commercial surrogacy. In most countries, commercial surrogacy is illegal. This includes most of Europe and Japan. In other countries, it is legal, but costs a lot of money. Often, the surrogacy process is filled with legal difficulties. For example, in some parts of the United States, if a surrogate mother gives birth, she can decide to keep the baby. In the United Kingdom, a surrogate is always considered the baby's legal mother. But things are different in India.
In India, commercial surrogacy is legal. India also has a lot of skilled doctors, and medical costs are very low. There are also very few laws to control surrogacy. So compared to other countries, the legal process for surrogacy is easy. In India, surrogates are not considered legal mothers, and they have no rights over the baby. All of these facts make India a promising place for men and women who need a surrogate to have their own baby.
Dr. Nina Patel was the first doctor to start a commercial surrogacy business in India. She owns the largest and most famous fertility clinic in the country. In the last 10 years, Patel has assisted surrogates in giving birth to almost 700 babies. Parents from all over the world pay to have surrogates from Patel's clinic.
In some countries, it can cost up to $150,000 for parents to have a surrogate. At Patel's clinic, it costs parents around $25,000 to pay for a surrogate. This price includes all of the medical, travel, and legal costs. The surrogate will receive between $6,000 and $8,000 for her services. This is more money than most of these women could make in 10 years working other jobs. For some of the women, it is more money than they could earn in their whole lives.
However, many people do not think commercial surrogacy is right, and they think Patel's clinic does more harm than good. They believe that this kind of surrogacy is exploitation. They think it encourages rich parents to use poor surrogates to their advantage.
But many surrogates disagree. Working as a surrogate pays them well. And often, they say that they are choosing surrogacy to provide a better life for their own children. Najima Vora told Marie Claire magazine,
"My daughter wants to be a teacher. I will do anything to give her that chance."
Another surrogate named Sophia Vora agrees. Before becoming a surrogate, she had a job crushing glass in a factory. This job was difficult and dangerous, and it paid very little money. She told Marie Claire magazine,
"Surrogacy is not exploitation. Crushing glass for 15 hours a day is exploitation. The baby's parents have given me a chance to arrange good marriages for my daughters. That helps take away a lot of my worry."
For the parents who pay, the surrogates give them a priceless gift. Veronica is a woman from Russia. She was unable to get pregnant. So Veronica and her husband decided to use a surrogate from Dr. Patel's clinic. Veronica told the BBC news organization,
"Using a surrogate is my last chance to have my own child. For me, the embryos are already alive. They are waiting for that time when they can grow and be born and say, 'Hello, Mommy.' It is like my whole future starts today, right now.
Lisa and Brian Switzer are parents from the United States. They also decided to pay an Indian surrogate to carry their baby. They did not have enough money to pay a surrogate in the United States. They sold their house to be able to have enough money to pay for surrogacy in India. In a film called Made in India, Lisa said,
I just cannot imagine being without children. This woman is carrying a life that I cannot carry. I will never be able to thank her enough.
But Asiya, the woman who is carrying Lisa Switzer's baby, says,
I have done this because of my poverty. Without my poverty, I would never have taken this step.
one of the major problems with commercial surrogacy in India is the lack of laws to protect surrogates. In India, the surrogates take all of the risks of being pregnant. If the pregnancy damages their bodies, they have no legal help.
In recent years, the government of India has taken steps to write new laws about surrogacy. These laws are supposed to place some limits on commercial surrogacy. Yet people continue to criticize commercial surrogacy. They argue that it harms the surrogate. But Dr. Patel does not worry about the criticism. She told BBC News,
When you see a baby in the hands of parents who cannot have children, and you see the surrogate who was in poverty and now has a house and can send her children to school, no amount of criticism is going to hurt you.
The writer of this program was Jen Hawkins. The producer was Mark Drenth. The voices you heard were from the United States and the United Kingdom. All quotes were adapted and voiced by Spotlight. You can listen to this program again and read it on the internet at www.radioenglish.net. This program is called Making Babies in India.
we hope you can join us again for the next Spotlight program. Goodbye.